Hello ladies and gentlemen, crypto deep divers. Welcome back to Weekly Crypto. Today, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin worth about 1.35 million from 2016 BitFinex hack. Those wallet, there's some movement today. And also Facebook, they're going to launch their cryptocurrency called GlobalCoin. So they're saying that will push Bitcoin to 10K in June. So just in case you're new to the channel, just to remind everybody that you can earn EOS in Coinbase. So basically you can just watch the video and you can earn like up to $10 of EOS. So if you're interested, you can check it out. And also Ontology, they're going to give away 10,000 ONG token for each month. So basically join the Ontology English Telegram group and make sure you send at least one message in the last 28 days to be eligible for this giveaway. So 40,000 members, 100 winners will be announced on June 10, 50,000 members, 100 winners announced July 10. So if you're interested, you can check it out as well. And if you haven't installed the Brave browser, that's a pretty cool browser because it blocks out all the advertising when I read some article or watch videos online. Sometimes they pop up a whole bunch of advertising that I don't like, but they block everything. So it saved me my time to surf the internet. If you haven't installed the Brave browser, you can click the link below. And before we get into that, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out the upcoming airdrop, giveaway, or token swap. Also, you can follow me on Twitter as well. So remember back in August 2016, BitFinex, they have a security breach and over 119,000 Bitcoin was lost. So basically the hackers hacked into the exchange and stole all this Bitcoin. And basically, for the first time in 3 years, that wallet become active and they move about over 300 Bitcoins in total and then distributed to an unknown wallet. And this is presumably to begin washing the fund. And early this year, and I think the US Federal Law Enforcement Agency returned 28 of the Bitcoin stolen that were retrieved from the criminals. And here you can see a whole bunch of transactions. You can see 24 Bitcoin of the stolen fund transferred from BitFinex hack to an unknown wallet, 17 Bitcoin from the hackers' funds to the unknown wallet, 80 Bitcoin transferred from the hacker to the unknown wallets, 19 Bitcoin, 30 Bitcoin. So it's also another interesting thing. Remember, BitFinex listed in the LEO paper. They're saying that the company is working with industry leader to create a procedure to offer the hacker the chance to safely and privately refund the majority of the stolen fund while keeping a percentage of them as a reward for collaborating in finally resolving the issues. So basically, you give some kickbacks for the hackers. Hey, you hack my exchange, you can keep a little bit, and can you return the majority of the Bitcoin back to me? So this create incentives for the hackers to hack into those centralized cryptocurrency exchange, and in return, they're going to keep a small portion of the Bitcoin, and then they will return the majority of the Bitcoin to the exchange. That's to give them freaking incentives to hack the exchange, right? Especially if it's a centralized exchange. And so basically, they are rewarding the hackers. And another interesting thing is, and I think somebody tweeted about if I'm the hacker, there's a way to make legal money. Negotiate with BitFinex for how much I can get for returning the fund, buy the LEO first and with that kind of money, and then return the whole fund to BitFinex and wait for BitFinex to pump the LEO. Yes and no. And also, there's another Wasabi wallet event. I don't know if you still remember. Wasabi wallet event is basically they just complete his first 100-person coin join. And basically, this is the participant, they transact the value with each other in order to make it impossible for, like, you cannot trace the fund. So the participant basically send the coin with one another, and it sends too many times that the fund is difficult to trace. And so basically, those funds from each individual are broken up and distributed between the group anonymously, and then each person can walk away with the exact same amount of funds when they started. However, the origin of the funds is harder to trace. So, I mean, if you are playing this game, it's very difficult to trace. You know, you have to go through over like 100 transactions. How can you trace the origin? It takes a lot of time, isn't it? So the recent CoinJoin event was hailed by a momentum achievement in Bitcoin piracy by many, because this can be served as a useful tool for the hackers, because they can basically washing out their funds, so it's difficult to trace the origin of the wallet. And also we don't know whether this BitFinex hackers were involved in the Wasabi wallet event. We don't know, so it's up to the the people to figure that out, I guess. And then they tweet about huge congratulations. Wasabi did the first ever 100-person CoinJoin, likely the largest in the Bitcoin history. So maybe the hackers is also involved to wash out the transaction. Then the people cannot trace the stolen fund and all that. And the next stop, we're going to talk about Facebook. So Facebook is going to launch the cryptocurrency GlobalCoin, right? But the GlobalCoin is not actually launched until 2020. And the white paper is going to release on June 17 in this month. So people are saying that with the release of white paper, the Bitcoin price is going to pump to 10K, I think June 18. So the official white paper of the GlobalCoin, it will be released on June 18. It's official with an official launch. But the thing is, they still need time to build it and all that. So the GlobalCoin, I don't think is up and running until a later time. So people are speculating that, that will pump up the price of Bitcoin. It could be, because right now anything, but not a financial advice. Use your due diligence. Anything could happen. So we don't know. It could be. The thing is, I don't even know whether they're going to pump that high. Maybe it could be. Anything could happen in cryptocurrency. I think it's up to the whale how they want to pump the price. And in terms of Facebook, the GlobalCoin or the cryptocurrency, I'm not that excited, because Facebook basically they use your personal data and profit from your personal data and sell it to the marketer or advertiser. So I mean, this model is not good at all. And Facebook do not respect your privacy whatsoever, right? I mean, basically there's no privacy if you post your stuff on Facebook, right? Except you have a private group and all that, but still Facebook behind the scene, they use your data. They basically profit from your personal data, and then they can use this data to use this data and as a is a target for the advertising and all that. So that's why when you are logging in your Facebook, all this advertising popping up to you, and it's very targeted audience basically. And don't forget the halvening. Oh, let's talk about this. So the BitFinex, right now the short and long position. The long position for Bitcoin is 20K and 18K is for the short position. So the gap is not that wide. It used to be the short position is higher, but right now the long position is higher. And also the halvening coming up for Bitcoin, May 22nd, 2020. Don't forget that. So it's less than 1 year. We're going to have a halvening. So the reward will be decreased from 12.5 Bitcoin for every bot to 6.25. So the miners will get less reward. And for Litecoin, the halvening is coming up August 6th. So basically the halvening for every bot, the miners is going to decrease from 25 to 12.5 coins. So that's an interesting tweet from Bitcoin Marco. And he sometimes he tweet about something interesting. And well, sometimes it's a bit sarcastic too. So let's take a second to remember those who bought Bitcoin at 20,000, and they were so basically they are so angry and all that they quit during the bear market. And we thank you for your donations and look forward to welcoming you back once we make a new all-time high. Yep. If those people sell, if they bought Bitcoin 20,000 and then they sell like during the bear market, they sell at 8,000 or 6,000, they are basically had a huge loss. And then they come back and FOMO in when Bitcoin back to the 10,000 or 20,000. That's not a good thing at all. I mean, you lose money easily. And another thing I want to talk about from Willy Woo. And I think somebody tweeted about, not sure how you have been in crypto, but I have been buying and selling since 2014, and it's all speculation with no real utility except buying or selling on the exchange. So Willy Woo responding is say Bitcoin's core value is that a store of value. Speculation is the foundation of store of value. If you buy into an asset, you need someone to buy it off you later, right? Hopefully at the same or higher price. You have store value for a period. And in fact, the majority of the value accrued for all blockchains and coins from the store of value. And so this is interesting how people see this as a speculation. I just want to make quick money. And he also gave an example as a 0.05 Ethereum user buy to pay for some transactions, ERC20 transactions, give Ethereum a value of few bucks, and 50 Ethereum investor buy to hodl, give it a value of hundreds of dollars. And Ethereum is primary value as a store of value, not at all for its utility as a world computer. And fiat is good for store of value for hodl on monthly time frame. That's very true. It's time value of money. And the money worth today will be less of tomorrow because of inflation. And gold and houses can act as a store of value for hodl over many years, ideally for decades. Bitcoin is good for store of value for hodl periods of 4 years plus. And I couldn't agree with that more because for the gold and houses is a real asset. You hold it and then you still maintain the value. And if you hold fiat currency, it doesn't worth that much because the houses like 50 years ago is much cheaper than today right now, right? Because of inflation. So plus of the financial collapse of 2008, and in order to save the economy, the Federal Reserve implement QE1, QE2, QE3. QE is quantitative easing, printing money out of thin air, basically, that to pump up the price of the stock market and the real estate market. With the easy money policy, almost zero interest or no interest policy, that's encourage people to borrow money to buy asset, and there's a lot of institutions using all this free money from the 2008 financial crisis, from the quantitative easing, the free money from the Federal Reserve. They buy up a whole bunch of assets like real estate and the stock market, so to keep the economy afloat. So basically, those fiat currency is not worth that much, right? It's not backed by gold or silver. So I think fiat currency in the short term is fine on a month. That's why he said on a monthly time frame. But the thing, if you go to the places like Venezuela, not even a monthly time frame, even like an hourly time frame. For example, I think their currency is devaluing so much, just an hour it can devalue crazy. Just like in Walmart, Germany, back in after the World War I. So Germany lost the war. So in order to pay for the war, Germany printing a whole bunch of money, and people once they get their money in, so the workers who get the money back then, they go to buy stuff right away. Otherwise, if they wait until after they get off from work, all this stuff will be inflated. So I don't know if you still remember the wheelbarrow of money back in Walmart, Germany, back after the World War I. So you see, so that will be a different, very different scenario. In terms of holding of value, of course, gold or real estate, and also Bitcoin as well. And then fiat currency, they can just printing. And in terms of Bitcoin, you can only have 21 million. And over 7 million already lost because they lost their computer, they lost their keys and all that. So there's not much Bitcoin left. And with halvening, we have less and less Bitcoin as well. So, and altcoins can act as a store of value in weekly or monthly time frame, but only during the bull market. That is very true. This is a very good tweet. Altcoin, remember, 90% of the project is going to fail. 90%. So, I mean, if you go back in 2013, all those funny coin is no longer exist. I think so far still exists as Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ripple, as far as I remember. So, however, many have not proven they're capable of storing value over complete full bear market. So this is interesting how it turns out, And in terms of the crypto fear and greed index, today is greedy, and yesterday it was 27. Ooh, it's like less than 24 hours. It can swing like this. This is insane. And I tried to go to EOS Go in Twitter, but somehow the account is temporarily restricted, and there's some unusual activity. I don't know what's going on. If you know, let me know. I want to know what's going on. So if you find this video helpful, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel. Also, share with your friends. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out the upcoming airdrop of giveaway. Also, you can follow me on Twitter as well. And also, please comment below. I'd like to hear from you. And I usually respond. I actually respond to most of the comment. And sometimes, for whatever reason, YouTube did not give me a notification. Sometimes I miss some of the comment, but I do respond to you. So please comment below. That will help my YouTube ranking as well. Remember, crypto deep divers, we the people take control of our money. Stay wise, stay safe, peace. I'm not a financial advisor. Investing in ICO or cryptocurrency has inherent risk. Please use your due diligence.